So as a part of our, we're putting a bow on football. We're saying goodbye to it officially. We wanted to wrap up the draft and the free agency season. Now the power rankings are being released. David has collected them, and it's a game called Too High or Too Low. I'm not allowed to say just right, and I have to say that the teams he's giving me are either ranked too high or too low. He has an electric purple shirt on. He's just put on his sexy specs. This is sure to please. Oh, my.
Well, I have to put on my glasses because I have to read.
No, I'm telling you, you look great. Like, I don't know who you're trying to impress. I know it's not us.
No one.
My God.
So these are the NFL power rankings according to USA Today.
He keeps dressing like this, Roberto. He's going to mess around and have another baby.
No, I'm not having that. But I love having, well, never mind.
I'd love to get that poll, for sure.
So Coach Bruce Arians must be uber confident he can win with QB Jameis Winston because team hasn't added much offensively in 29. They are ranked 21st, the Buccaneers. Too high, too low?
I think too high because I don't believe in Jameis Winston. He's a turnover machine. I actually think he's an idiot, and I don't believe in him. And I think if it doesn't get out to a great start, you could end up losing that entire locker room quickly. Offensively, they're really good. I mean, Mike Evans is a stud. Chris Godwin's a good receiver. O.J. Howard is an up-and-coming tight end. I don't believe in the quarterback. And if I don't believe in that, I can't put you on that fringy playoff area. I'll say too high.
Finito.
Oh, another guy I don't believe in.
17.
When do we get to them?
Oh, we'll get to them.
All right.
17, the Ravens. GM Eric DeCosta continues to nicely customize his offense around Jackson, but has 2018's number one defense become collateral damage. Too high, too low?
I would say too high based on part of what you're saying, where they had to lose some critical pieces, lost a couple edge rushers, lost Eric Weddle. You lose some pieces there. The other part, David, until or unless Lamar Jackson shows me that there's more, I can't have them making the playoffs. I think they took some people by surprise. They allowed the defense to do it. It's going to have to look different this year, and it's going to have to be Lamar, not the defense, doing it. So I'll say too high.
Double box.
The Minnesota Vikings, they have at number 5. Says if any team is positioned for a major rebound, it's this one. Is that too high or too low?
Repeat it? Who?
The Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, okay. They're positioned for a rebound for a couple reasons. Cousins' second year in the system, and Cousins can't be as bad as last year. How much better can he be? I'm not sure. I like Bradbury in the first round. The interior of their line was non-functioning. And defensively, there's just no way they will have the same amount of injuries they had last year. I think Minnesota can be a 10-win football team. I really do. And by the way, don't sleep on Irv Smith just because I don't like him as a tight end. Look, that's a weapon they're adding to that passing game. Thielen's a beast. Steph Diggs is a big play guy. And you know Dalvin Cook, who wasn't right last year, he'll come in healthy this year. So yes, Vikings, I'll say too low.
Oh, my God. How do you pick the Lions? How are the Lions going to win this game? The Steelers, they're so hot.
So hot.
Perfect transition to my next team. The Pittsburgh Pitt. I can't even talk today.
I mean,
the Steelers.
Geez, David.
14.
Remember my first day on radio.
A typically aggressive draft move for Devin Bush needs to pay off. 14 Steelers, too high, too low?
Too low. I think they can capitalize on the Ravens being too high. James Conner, you know I like Benny Snell, who will be a compliment in the backfield to get rid of the AB distraction. He ain't coming through that door. They went out. You've got Juju, who's a legitimate number one. They got the defensive player they've been missing since losing Ryan Shazier. I think Ben Roethlisberger will be crazy motivated. I think that team will be motivated to kind of squash AB. I will say too low.
We might lose to the Browns. Let's move on to your team.
Too high.
The New York Football Giants.
Too high.
At 30.
Reprehensible gutter trash.
Maybe they're able to channel all of this post-draft angst into motivational fuel. Number 30. Too high, too low?
Who's below them? Cincy and Miami?
Yes.
You know what? Too high. Cincinnati will be better than us. Well, here's what's going to happen, and this is, again, I've always said to you, like, I don't want to be rude. Bottom line is this. God hates the Giants if there is a God. And God, if you're out there, I know we're probably not on the best terms because I don't really believe in you, but if you would show yourself by having the Giants finish with the worst record and Dave Gettleman quit and the Giants could draft Tua, I would start to believe in you. Okay? If you're out there, I will say the Giants are too high. I think they're the second worst team in football. And David, you're the one with the relationship with God. You make it so, and maybe I'll start to believe.
He does not care about football.
I disagree.
Bitterly disappointed.
How dare you?
So let's move on to my rival, the Cleveland Browns. Even without a first-round pick spent on Odell Beckham Jr., they managed to draft players like Greedy Williams and Mac Wilson. They are at 9.
Too high. Too high. I think they are a wild card playoff team. But when you rank a team number 9, you're starting to talk division. You're starting to talk, they got to prove some of that. New head coach in Freddie Kitchens, a lot of big personalities in there. You're going to have the Kareem Hunt thing lingering over the team with the 8-game suspension. They'll bring him back. That said, I love the talent they have. Can they put it together? Can they get buy-in into a new coach? And expectation is, look, that's really tough for young teams. So I don't want to get carried away. Let's just start with playoff team, but I'll say too high.
Don't say I'm scared.
Because we ain't.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Too high.
It says the Hill situation raises disturbing questions about their internal workings and ability to contend if he's jettisoned. They're number 8.
Way too high. I think the Chiefs are going to come crashing back down to earth here. They weren't the same after losing Kareem Hunt. I have no belief that Tyreek Hill will play for them this year. You don't overcome those losses. And while they've tried to address the defense, the offense is their calling card. I think the Chiefs are way too high.
I'm really interested in what you say about this team. The New England Patriots. Until circumstances prove otherwise,
I know.
They retain top spot. Number 1, too high, too low.
Well, I may as well be consistent. And by saying consistent, I mean consistently wrong. I just can't believe the Patriots keep doing this. Losing Gronk and having the balls not to draft a tight end, that's like crazy talk.
That was awesome.
They're too hot. Thank you, Heather. I'll just go down with the ship at this point. Hand me a violin. I'm playing Old Lang Syne and the water's up to my kneecaps. I'm in the band on the Titanic. I'll say the Pats are too high. I can't. I have to eventually be right. I'm like a Michigan fan. We're eventually going to win the Big Ten.
The Detroit Lions at 28. Trey Flowers, TJ Hawkinson are quality pickups, but Detroit looks outclassed in the NFC North. 28, too high, too low.
I'm going to say too low. Come on, at least give me 26 or 25. Too low.
The LA Rams, until there's between the lines clarity on Todd Gurley's knee and ability to produce.
I'll give you the clarity.
Yes, he is they're 7th.
Too high. You saw how different they looked when Todd Gurley wasn't healthy. Do you think they drafted a running back in the 3rd round out of Memphis for fun? I don't. I'm telling you right now, they're too high. They had every opportunity last year. Gurley's not right, David. I'm going to say too high on that one. I can't buy the Rams. Not until I see the Todd Gurley who came out of Georgia again. And I don't know that he's back with an arthritic knee. Warm weather on the way. So are the weeds. Don't be the guy